Hi, what's your name? And tell us more about yourself.
Hi guys, so my name is Simnikiwe, Sibisi. An artist from KZN, but I studied here. I did visual arts here, and basically I just finished my degree and I got a residency here in Candice Berman at the Creatory. So my work basically is about, being a black woman in South Africa. I don't usually like to talk about be like, okay, this is how every black woman experienced growing up. But this is something that I genuinely kind of just viewed and had to kind of sit with it and grow with it. So basically, my work is the intersectionality of, being a black woman and memory, and also, white supremacy and patriarchy. And you can see I have these kind of creatures that I created, right?
I wanted to ask you about that, but I just wanted to give you for it to just flow.
Yeah.
So tell us more about that.
So basically, they are called. Okay, so this is one whole body of work.
Okay.
Which translates to inheritance of seeing. The reason why I did that was the monkeys. Oh, these are monkeys actually.
Oh, okay.
Yes, these are tarsier monkeys.
Okay.
They're very small endangered species.
Okay.
Very fragile, with huge eyes.
Yes.
And they usually use their eyes as a form of intimidation.
Oh.
As opposed to having to be physical with the predator.
Oh.
So that's essentially me putting myself in, their shoes and having to feel like I relate to that. Because as a South African woman, as a Zulu woman, there's a lot of things that you grow up differently.
Yes.
You grow up with a full-figured body at a very young age.
Yes.
And a lot of the men in society would generally kind of just look at the child in a very, sexual way.
Yes.
And generally, we as South African women have to always protect ourselves. And
yes.
As much as we can say, I can protect myself through, fighting.
Yes.
It's not always the case.
Yes.
So we always have to rely on either things that we have, like
yes.
knives or whatever, or pepper spray, screaming.
And sometimes you don't even want to be in a position where you need to be like that.
You never do want to be in a position like that. But unfortunately, we all have, our own mechanisms that we use to protect ourselves.
Yes.
And I feel that way, which I realize, when you look at a man in his eyes and you show that, I'm not scared, he immediately kind of just pull back. Because men like to feel off. I'm not gonna be men, but
I fully understand. Yes.
Which is unfortunately majority men.
Yes.
As soon as they figure out that this person might have some sort of power because they don't know you.
Yeah.
But because they want to attack you, and if they see that you might have any leverage or confidence in you, they immediately back off.
Yeah.
Because they feel of weak energy,
Okay.
So that's where, she comes in. She's that kind of form of protection in a way for black women, She is obviously here being very much violated in her space. But she is calm. You can see as much as she has so many kind of hands touching her, there's a sense of calmness, and she's allowing the predator to engage with her body. But because this predator is engaging with her body, she gets stronger. So she's taking agency of, being assaulted. And it makes her stronger. And that's why, so this one is called Grab Her by the Pussy.
Okay.
And this one is called Eat It, Chew It, and Spit It Out. And that basically speaks about, the more she gets violated, the more she gets stronger, and you can see that I drew the character that she's eating
Yeah.
without any detail because I do not want to give the perpetrator any sense of importance.
Yes.
So-
Absolutely.
Yeah. The more you see here, she literally says she has 2 hands of her own.
Yes.
But the next one, she has even more hands.
Yes.
That's the hands that have touched her, but she has obviously now, gained more agency and more power through that. And this one is called Troubled Silence, and it speaks about how a lot of the women in our society and community will not obviously, but most of the time will turn a blind eye when young girls are saying, hey, my uncle is saying something that does not make me feel comfortable, or my brother or my father, or they were gazing at me in a certain way. But unfortunately, a lot of the times, a lot of the women in our families will turn a blind eye, or will even say, I also was violated by this person. But that's not the point. The point is that I'm telling you that I feel violated. I'm not trying to say me too. I'm trying to tell you as a child, you're my mom, or you're my aunt,
As a safe space.
As a safe space, So that's how essentially she ends up with so many hands, and she's called Queen because she has gained so much, from everything that she's gone through. She's scary, and she's standing still tall, and she's gazing at the viewer to actually, make you aware of everything that they've gone through. But
she's still standing.
Yeah, she's still standing. She's still very strong on her own 2 legs.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's essentially my drawing story, and the paintings, they kind of just speak to themselves. They're more of like skin, on how I engage with my materials, and how I would perceive the skin of each body that I have created. And this one, she's called Growth of Lust.
Okay.
The reason why I did that,
it looks like moss.
Yeah.
Or like mold.
Yes.
Is that the intention?
The intention is to create like a funky sort of feeling.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
Mold, decay.
Okay.
And I named it Growth of Lust because, it still speaks about, having to me, having lust it's a way of rotting one's brain.
Oh.
Because you sort of lose yourself, and you think about everything sexually as opposed to this is just a person.
Yes.
So that's where she comes in. The funky, the decay of, having to, the way you think, it translates, the more lust, the more you basically just kind of die yourself. Because you lose yourself,
And you do.
You
Hey?
have this energy that's literally taking over you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's made with fiber filler. It's like a material that you get like in a cushion.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So what I did was, I took the glue.
Yes.
And I poured it this side. A lot of people would actually think the artwork is on the other side, but because this is the part that I'm trying to show.
Okay.
I kind of just gave it a huge layer of thick glue.
Yeah.
And then it seeps into the crevices or the holes of the fiber.
Oh,
And
okay.
what I did was I have acetate on top of this, so it's easier for me to remove off.
Okay.
To show these details, yeah. That's how the acetate gave the details. But yeah. Oh, and obviously I used inks and stuff to get the colors.
What did you use? Eggs?
Ink.
Oh, ink.
There's
Oh,
inks.
sorry.
Yeah, there's ink. And the reason why this is kind of like it looks like rust.
Yes.
Almost. I used like acid, purified acid.
Okay.
So it kind of broke down the glue.
I absolutely love how you actually mentioned in your techniques as well, because I was about to ask you what technique did you use here?
Yeah. Okay, so most of my technique is kind of like the same. Almost, it's just that the substrates are different.
Okay.
Right.
Substrate is what? Is this part?
Yeah, this is the substrate. So this is a substrate, and that's a substrate.
Like
anything that you use to make the art on.
Oh,
This is
like
substrate.
this is canvas,
Yeah.
and then this is.
Fabriano paper.
Oh.
Yeah.
My girl. Okay. We're learning about art. Okay. So it's
Yeah.
called a substrate.
Yeah, I mean, when I say substrate, I mean it's like different materials.
Oh, okay.
But substrate is like a collective of different materials.
Oh, okay.
But I used Fabriano for this, right?
Okay.
What I did was I drew out, like you can see, like this.
Oh, the outlining.
Yeah,
Yes.
so I drew out the entire body.
Okay.
And I layered. Some of them are different. So this one is layered with glue.
Oh, there's glue here.
Yes, this is wood glue.
Oh, okay.
So that's how it creates these little marks.
Oh.
As opposed to this big bulge here.
Okay.
So some of them I usually like put water and then I drop the inks.
Oh.
So the inks don't, unless it happens here.
Okay.
But the inks usually stay within
Oh, okay.
the outline of your water when the water travels. Yeah.
I thought that this is like maybe like a water paint or water marking, but I didn't understand how
That's
did you.
ink? Yeah, that's all ink. It's ink and glue, and you see it's a bit rough on the texture.
Yeah.
That's the sand. So I use, like, even this painting here, it's got sand on top. That's sand.
Oh, like sand from outside.
Yeah, like normal sand.
I love meeting artists. And like this is like literally the only place that I've ever gotten to. You the second artist
Really?
that I'm interviewing. So I'm so happy that you actually said yes. And, okay, wait. Let me get your name again.
Simnikiwe.
Simnikiwe.
Yes.
From
please.
KZN.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Nice to meet you. Because the last time when I was here, this room was empty.
Really?
So I was wondering what was going to be happening here.
Yeah.
So are you always here so that people can be able to experience you
Yes.
while you're working?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm always here. You know, people usually come in while I'm working or when I'm on a break, but I'm always still here to like engage with whoever.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. That one that is blue
Mm.
and black, that looks very interesting. Do you mind telling us about that one as well?
So my paintings are, like I said, they're skins of the models that I've created, right?
Okay.
She speaks more about, you know, birth and how we as black people connected to water.
Okay.
Essentially what I do when I start my paintings, like they're very experimental. Like most of my work is very process driven, so
I love that.
don't know usually like what it's gonna look like at the end.
I love that.
And it's exciting, it's
I
scary.
absolutely love that.
Yeah. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
You feel like how you feel. But essentially what I did with her was I kind of like took her off the frame
Okay.
and then I worked on the material itself.
Okay.
The frame.
Okay.
I did like again the whole layered thing and then I put in all my inks and my paints and it just kind of when it dried up it kind
Okay.
of just like crawled in
Oh.
together. Yeah. That's why it has this pattern and
You know what it looks like? It looks like, you know, those like really dark beaches.
oh yeah, I see those like with the black rocks. I
Yes.
see those.
That's what it looks like. It looks like uncharted waters. Yes.
So with my paintings then,
Yeah.
because I feel like I really do have like a very like solidified explanation or what I am trying to convey my message
Yeah.
through my drawings. Most of the time I just do the paintings for the viewer to engage
Yeah.
with it on their own.
Yeah.
As opposed to it having like a story because I
Okay.
already have a story.
Yeah.
And that's why I call them skins because they're just skins of the pictures of you know,
Oh.
drawings that I've already created, you know?
Is that why you call them skins?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. And this one, she looks like, I don't know.
I'm still in the process with her.
Oh, okay.
She's still gotta see where she's going.
Okay.
But yeah, these are like lino cuts. These are lino cuts you usually get from for printmaking.
Oh, okay. So you
Yeah.
do printmaking as well.
I know how to do printmaking. I'm not like it's not something I specialize on.
Okay,
But I know how
okay.
to do it, like especially lino. especially embossing stuff.
Okay.
You know, but they don't, because they don't have printing stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to kind of like experiment by printing this one on. So this is printed on. So you see this. It's
Okay.
from this one.
I think you should tempt this baby girl into some sort of like t-shirt type of thing.
Right?
Yeah.
I thought of that too.
Her. And
she's me.
Yeah. She's like Umshebileng.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's got like that look that says, don't look at me.
Don't even try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey man, like all the best with your art.
Thank you so much.
I don't even know what all these things are. I can tell that this is acrylic paint.
Yeah, this is all my inks, right? These are
is
the
this
inks.
an ink?
This is ink. Yeah, this is my drawing ink. Yeah. So this is essentially what I use to kind of. This is my mold.
Okay.
So I used glue. I keep saying glue. I used clay.
Yeah.
What was that? Sorry. I just want to see if it's not ink that fell.
No. It looks like a
Nothing
paper or
fell.
something.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, so this is. Maybe I can remove her just to show you. I don't normally. So you wanna touch
It hasn't
this?
hardened as yet.
It is hardened. But it's
Okay.
hot.
Oh.
It's a bit warm.
Okay, so it's not supposed to be warm.
No. It is. That's the process of it drying up. Usually
Okay.
when it gets warm, it gets cold.
Okay.
And then when it's cold, and then you can remove them.
So what are you making here?
Let me show you.
Oh.
So
Oh.
these are my little creatures that I'm working on right now.
They sort of look like gargoyles, you know those?
Yeah, they do, right?
So
They
were
do.
you making gargoyles?
So right now I'm kind of busy on like a new body of work,
Okay.
which is about voices and stuff.
Okay.
I'm still busy on the whole concept, but basically she plays a role of being the mischievous voice.
Oh.
Because this is a whole topic that it's something that I'm still working on in terms
Okay.
of my research, right?
Okay.
Because I'm doing my honors.
Okay.
So I'm still, also learning myself about,
Yeah.
the body and
Yeah.
how we work as people. But I did discover that we as people, we have so many voices in
Yeah.
our heads, right?
Yeah.
We have the voice that we listen to that's very loud. That
Yes.
comes forward. Then you have the voice in your gut.
Okay.
That tells you that's the discernment voice.
Yes.
And then you have the voice of pain. which is
Yes.
your throat, right?
Yes.
You have the voice of anger. They come from in every single direction.
Yes.
But you know where it comes from.
Yeah.
Right? The reason why I say pain is because when you feel your voice here, you just like,
Yes.
I'm sad.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So basically this is my mischievous voice, right?
Oh.
So this is the girl I'm working on right now.
Okay.
And then I'm going to be making more other voices that I would like to interpret in different ways. But I'm still using it's not the Lima, the Simnikiwe as my character. Because
Okay.
I want to grow with her,
Oh.
So,
Ikhanda lemfene.
so these are the sculptures, Kanda Limpeni.
Okay.
Yes, these are, because I do obviously sculpture, drawing and painting. So the sculptures are basically the 3D form or the live version of the
Okay.
character that I've created here.
Oh.
Yes. That's why it was a simple word of, monkey's head, and it's also just having to take back the agency of being called a monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
this is
I just want to
it.
see you undo it.
Yeah, I love doing this. This is my favorite part.
Really?
You're my favorite part all the time. Okay, she's dry. Ooh, that's interesting.
What material is this?
Oh, so this is M1. You see those two?
Can I eat it?
No, I know it looks nice. You're gonna die, girl. You can't eat that.
Okay.
No.
I'm sorry.
You cannot eat that. It's literally made to be. It will stay in your stomach because it lasts for 15 years outside the rain. So can you imagine
what?
Just exactly.
Okay.
Just That's interesting. Okay, you gotta be careful because sometimes if you rip out your mold, you might never get the same thing again.
Oh, okay.
So
The same shape.
yeah, like let's say you rip out the hand terribly.
Okay.
Okay, there you go. This is so nice. It's giving a bit of azul. There we go.
Okay.
That's what she looks like. She's so pretty. Looks like the moon,
She's
sun, and all at once.
She's just got birthed.
Literally,
Yeah.
she just got birthed. Well, it's time to put her back.
Oh, you put her back.
No. I mean here.
Oh.
This is where I keep all of them. You see, touch this one. This is nice and cool. You
Okay.
can touch this.
Oh.
Yeah. So and then touch this one. It's very warm. You can touch.
Do they
this.
break if they would fall?
I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
not like this is plaster. Sorry, this is
Okay.
plaster of Paris.
Okay.
Right? So you want to touch this? It's very light.
Oh.
Very light.
Yeah.
This is like a very, it's kind of like the very light
Soft type
version
of material.
of yeah, it's like
Okay.
a very light type of what's this, cement kind of.
Okay.
Very light. And then this one is like very hard.
Okay.
You know, can
Oh yeah, yeah. I
very
can feel
heavy
that.
kind of.
Oh.
Like these are very very heavy. Very heavy.
You know what I like as well?
Yeah.
How so imperfect they are. It's like as if you were. I'm not really sure if you were intentional about them being so imperfect.
Yeah.
Like especially like how they all have this.
Oh, so that is something that I still am about to work on there. I have a black one. Oh, yeah. I'm about to like work in with this.
I don't think you should
No, I want to though. It has to.
be perfect.
Not perfect. It's not gonna look perfect, but essentially just to like smoothen it out. You know? This is just to smoothen it out, yeah. It's gonna stay like this. All of these marks are not going anywhere.
Okay.
But it stays. But it's just that this thing here is literally just made to, you know, grind everything down, make sure that it's smooth. Like all of these parts here, you know, like this here.
Oh.
Because it's very hard material, you know, or I can use like here, you know, just to clean it up. But essentially, or like, because I know I'm still going to work into it, like here. So the body essentially, you see that? So it's going to literally, yeah. See? Looks way better already to me. There.
Oh.
So, you know, it gives more dimension and depth
Oh.
as opposed to it just being
Okay.
one whole thing,
Okay.
you know. And then afterwards, I will layer it with resin to
Oh,
make
okay.
it nice and shiny.
Oh.
But yeah, that's
So
hard
were you?
work.
Are you making a holder? Incense stick holder?
Yes. So this is yes.
They're all incense stick holders.
Yeah.
My girl.
Yeah.
That is very
Yeah.
clever.
That's why she has this line.
Yeah.
So when I grind into it, I'm still gonna grind into it nice and deep, so it just sticks there.
Okay.
I had an incense somewhere around that I was testing if it
yeah.
works, but it's
It.
fine.
I don't know. I don't know where it is.
No,
yeah,
it's
but-
okay. But also, I have a lot of these at home. There it is. It's actually got a head snake. The head of this is a snake. It just
Okay.
it's cracked off. But this is able to hold like incense, and then it's wider here, so you can put your joints or something. So you know.
I get it.
Yeah, but essentially this is how it sticks in here,
Okay.
and it stays like that, and it works.
Okay. I love your work.
Thank you.
It was such a pleasure meeting you.
Pleasure meeting
Thank you so
too.
much.
Thank you.